Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We switching timelines again. I am chilling.
Soon comes chaos. Soon comes chaos. Chaos soon come.
What the heck does that mean? Anyway, I don't know what this man is on, but I'm chilling in the Marvel universe. The marvelous universe, I should say. The best universe. And while he sits with the villain, I'm chilling with the Marvel villains, the marvelous villains. You see Kingpin posing right here. You see
The
him.
fridge.
You see him. While
The fridge.
he's sitting up there scared, against the DC villains, right? Batman's villains. This is Spider-Man's villains. Specifically, these are Spider-Man's villains.
Yeah. Y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all see what we doing today? We doing the Battle of the Rogues, the Battle of the Rogues gallery. Who has the better Rogues gallery between Spider-Man and the Batman?
Obviously, it's the Spider-Man.
I don't know about that, my man. I don't know about that one.
Come on.
Batman's is definitely, they definitely have more iconic folks in here.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
All I'm saying, how many mainstream people have heard of Scorpion? How many people have heard, how many Shocker stands do you have out there?
How many bats are there? How many people have heard of poison ivy besides the plant? When you ask somebody, do you know what poison ivy is? They're gonna be like, oh, sure. You mean the poisonous plant? Is that what you mean? They're not gonna be
sir, do you know how many simps there are out there for poison ivy? Do you know how many simps there are for her?
I'm sure there are a lot, but sir,
there's been people know who she is.
Sir, we have a Venom. We have a Kingpin.
Yes.
We have a man who's on. We have a lizard.
We have a man who's on Venom. Bane. I'm gonna get on him in a second. We have a Mr. Freeze.
We have a Carnage.
Goblin says he's something of a Venom says he's something of a scientist. I have an actual scientist. We got Mr. Freeze. We got Scarecrow. I don't know where he's at on
you act like Doc Ock is not a scientist.
He's something of a scientist.
No, Doc Ock is Green Goblin said he's something of a scientist. No, Green Goblin said that. Doc Ock is a scientist.
Green Goblin. My bad. I'm something of a scientist myself. Well, clearly Doc Ock wasn't as good of a scientist since he couldn't figure out how to get octopus claws off him. Come on now. We got a clay face. Come on now. Listen, we got a clay face. We got Penguin. We got a Riddler.
Bro, I have a Sandman. I literally have a man who can turn himself into sand by command. So you understand.
I got a man who's made out of clay. We got a boy who's made out of clay.
Do you know what sand is?
Come on now.
Do you know what sand is? It's made out of small rock.
Do you know what clay is? Yeah, and somehow he's more more viable.
Small rocks.
More viable than the thing. He's more viable than the thing ever was. Come on now, because at least it's harder to break small rocks.
I got a craven, bro. Okay, let me just keep
going. But I have a Ra's al Ghul.
Let me just keep going because you're just not getting it, bro.
Yeah. Defend your cases. Who you bringing in? Defend your cases. Come on now. Yeah. I see you bringing the fridge. He's probably the best bet y'all got. Like the fridge, Doc Ock, Green Goblin. Those are the best options that you got. I love my boy Craven. I love it.
You seem forgotten for a red fellow over here. His name rhymes with Barnage. This man, literally, this symbiote does not die. I know in the movie they made it, to where Carnage cannot die, besides, fire and loud noises for the most part. But Carnage, bro, destruction, probably the most dangerous one out of all. I would argue, besides Electro and all that, bro. I have a Kingpin. I have a I don't understand.
Literally,
okay, mine are more.
You bring
mine are stronger. Physically speaking, I have more stronger characters than you. Physically speaking.
Excuse me? Physically speaking?
Excuse
me, sir? You know what? I'm gonna save the nuke for later. I'm gonna save the nuke option for later. All right. Let's talk about Bane. Let's talk about Bane for a second. This man with his bare hands was able to destroy the Batmobile. With his bare hands. You've seen what the Batmobile is capable of.
Kingpin can do that.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can.
No, he can't.
Kingpin is over 450 pounds. Bane is not 450 pounds. Bane is probably like.
Hold up. Have you seen how big he is?
Bane is
have you
pretty
seen
big.
How big Bane?
Bane is big, but he's not Kingpin big.
Clearly, Kingpin ain't all that impressive since you can bench press him.
Bane literally is 140 pounds.
There's no
wait, my bad. Sorry. He's 220. Yeah, he's 225 pounds. He's
There's no way. That man be shown to be like 7 feet in some iterations.
He's 6'8". Okay. He's 350 pounds. Still not as big as Kingpin.
But remember, all of that is raw muscle. All of that is pure, and it can be increased by his venom toxin, which is how he, once again, need I reiterate, tearing apart the Batmobile with his bare hands. That is tearing apart, that is tearing apart like multiple tanks stacked on top of each other. Come on now. And he can go further the more he charges himself with them drugs. Come on now. The fridge ain't nothing compared to the Mack truck. I keep pointing the wrong direction because my stupid thing is inverted.
Doc Ock was
he don't compare to the Mack truck.
Doc Ock, even though he's one of my weaker weapons, was able to rip a piece of a secondhand clock from the tower in half just by pulling it apart with his tentacles.
All I'm saying is, Killer Croc could probably eat Doc Ock alive. He would probably eat him alive.
Venom would just eat Poison Ivy, and so will Carnage, and so will Lizard.
Okay. Venom and Carnage, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with you. You know, I'm not gonna argue with them because they're your nuke options, just like I have my nuke option.
Oh my gosh!
I'm not gonna argue them with you. But the Lizard, he is getting stomped. Killer Croc is eating him alive. Lizard is just a poor man's Killer Croc. Come on now. Man fights Solomon Grundy in the sewers. Solomon Grundy, by the way, who can never die and is just a massive zombie dude. He just regularly fights that man in the sewers of Gotham. Come on, Lizard ain't got nothing. Lizard is just a dude with too much ashy skin and a lab coat. Come on now. He's just a dude that needs some lotion. Nah. Don't give me that Lizard argument. Nah. Come on now. Also, we got the sympathetic villains over here. We got the sympathetic villains here. We got Mr. Freeze over here. We got Mr. Freeze. The man just wants to cure his wife of her disease. We got Harvey Dent. We have all seen The Dark Knight. We've all seen this man's backstory, at least in the Dark Knight canon. Come on, we got the sympathetic villains over here. Come on now. I don't know Doc Ock is the best one that you got in terms of the sympathetic factor.
I cannot believe
in terms of the sympathy factor.
I didn't want to have to do this, but I guess I'm gonna have to pull out the Underoos. All right.
Underoos.
I'm gonna pull out Rhino, bro. Rhino is 710 pounds.
But does he feel fear?
This man will destroy Bane. Roy. Bro.
But does he feel fear?
Rhino, by the way,
Scarecrow
Rhino has shown to match the Hulk's strength and stagger with his blows.
How?
Yeah.
This man is just a furry.
Listen.
This man is just a really big furry.
He managed to battle the Hulk for several days straight on the outer hull of a spaceship in orbit around the sun.
Let me look up Solomon Grundy.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you can't really do anything to him because he's just a zombie. Like no wound is really gonna take him out.
Yeah, go look up your facts because you're struggling. Because I'm beating you right now. I have a tank. You rip tanks. I have a literal tank. All right. That can beat. That
means it's on my level because my dude can rip apart tanks. You brought a tank.
Yeah.
Therefore, according to what you just said,
I brought a tank that can match the strength of a Hulk. I did that. I can lift more than 75 up to 100 tons. Okay. I possess superhuman strength. I am gamma ray resistant, meaning my attributes are the results of treatments involving gamma radiation, which explains why he can match the Hulk strength.
Solomon Grundy is an immortal zombie supervillain. Immortal, my good sir. Show me his feats. Show me his strengths and feats. I don't care about the other universes of them.
Need I mention Carnage again?
Also, hold on. All right, most of your guys on that list, excluding Venom and Carnage, most of them can feel fear. Scarecrow already takes can at least neutralize most of them with his fear toxins, like with his fear gas. He can take out most of them. Like, do you remember that? Like, Mysterio is the best option you got in terms of psychological warfare. But come on, we've all played the Arkham games. We've all seen what Scarecrow can do with just a little bit of his fear toxins. Come on now. Come on. Come on. You got boys who fit, all of your boys up there, they feel fear. Also, once again, we got Poison Ivy. She can admit all of them are dudes. All of them up there are dudes. Almost every single one of them are dudes except for maybe Black Cat. If she's included in that list, meaning she can whip all of them. Yeah, go ahead. Speechless.
Oh, no. I'm just waiting until you're done. That's all. I'm not done. I'm just waiting. I'm just being respectful. I'm just waiting until you're done.
Because you know I'm right. Because you know I'm right.
Let me keep going. Let me just keep going since you're talking all this smack. Let me just keep going. Being bonded.
I'm pulling up Solomon.
Being bonded to an offshoot of the symbiote dragon, known as the Grendel, metaphysically connected Cletus to the Dark Elder God Null, effectively turning Cletus into a demigod. As that connection grew stronger, I am a demigod. I have a demigod. You might be immortal, but I am a demigod.
In that one story, though. In that one specific situation, we going off of base level stuff. We going off of what they're what they're regularly capable of.
Oh my goodness. Who else I got in here?
That is usually our metric.
Well, I got
that is usually our metric.
I got Electro.
Yeah, but I got a dude who's made out of clay. Clay can't really be electrocuted.
What? Let's look it up.
I don't think clay conducts electricity. I think it might be in like the same field as like rubber.
Hold on, let me get it to load.
Yeah, science.
Hey, I'm loading. I'm loading it.
All right. Solomon, all right. Solomon Grundy. Yeah, you can't kill Solomon Grundy. He just reconstructs himself in the rebirth and just comes right back.
An earthenware clay body can fire to maturity at about 1830 Fahrenheit and can melt at 2280 Fahrenheit. Need I remind you, lightning, electricity is hotter than lava. They're talking about fire, which basically means I will literally light your ass up. I'm gonna light my candle.
Oh wait, I almost forgot. We also have Ra's al Ghul, who is also effectively immortal.
I didn't want this to be.
I almost forgot about.
I did. This was supposed to be.
You're the one who turned it into a versus. This is supposed to be an overview. Yeah, it was. You're the one who turned it into a versus battle, my good sir. I was bringing in the philosophical. Who has the most iconic villains? Because honestly, Batman does. Because everybody at one point has simped for Poison Ivy. Everybody knows who Bane is. Everybody has an idea of who Mr. Freeze is, of who Mr. Freeze and Scarecrow is. Everybody has an idea of what a Killer Croc is. Everybody has or is currently simping for Harley Quinn. Come on now. All I'm saying, how many Shocker stands you got out there? How many people remember Scorpion?
We got Black Cat.
Spider-Verse was the most exposure that Scorpion ever got. Mainstream people really love Black Cat. She's the one they totally remember. Yeah, everybody remembers Alicia or Felicia. I can't even remember her name.
Felicia.
Come on now. Everybody has at one point. Everybody knows Harley Quinn.
Let's just say
also the Joker. That's the only thing that's all I need. That's all I need.
I totally forgot
about that. The most iconic villain.
Totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I saved the nuke.
Yo, this entire time.
Why so serious? What do you get when you cross a mentally ill loner in a society that abandons him and treats him like trash? I'll tell you what you get, Mr. Rahim. You get what you deserve.
Out of all of the DC, it didn't reckon in my head.
The Rogues Gallery.
Rogues
Gallery.
Joker was just like
Joker.
that. Joker is such a villain that he's just in his own category. I didn't even categorize him as Batman's villains because he's just not on the same level as the other villains. He's just not. And that's probably why I wasn't really scared. But I was like, you know what? Respect to the king of villains. Honestly, Joker is the king of villains.
That's why I was waiting to bring him in, because unlike DC, I want to give other villains the spotlight, because Scarecrow needs to get more credit because everybody fears something. Everybody is afraid of something, and he can take advantage of that. Poison Ivy, any red-blooded man with a sex drive, they're not going to be able to do anything against her. The Riddler, the only man who challenged Batman intellectually. Bane, the only man who can say he physically broke the bat. Literally he broke Batman's back, and then in the comic just threw him off a building, telling the people of Gotham to bury your hero. If that isn't a statement right there, I don't know what is.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's an overview of the Marvel and DC universe. We're going to
The best option you could have brought was Green Goblin and Venom. Like Venom Incarnate, like Venom, Green Goblin are the most iconic that Spider-Man has.
yeah. Well, Mr. Wizard, take us out.
I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. Y'all know what y'all need to do. Hit that like button. Comment down below. Who is your favorite of these villains? Tell us down below. Personally, my favorite is Bane. Out of this entire list, it is most certainly Bane. What about you, Mr. Raheem?
From my side?
Yeah.
There's so many. My favorite, definitely
The fridge.
No. It's probably Green Goblin.
But he killed Spider-Man.
I want the Spider-Man. I would actually say Venom. It's between Venom and Goblin. It's my favorite.
Fair. Like, go comment down below who is y'all's favorite of either of these rogues galleries. And y'all know what y'all need to do. Put some pressure on that notification bell.
Yep.
And be sure to subscribe to the What If series for more videos.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the show.